Hey, it's me, and hey, look, my audio's actually working this time. Welcome back, everyone, to the ReGen Invitational numero dos. Right now, we're going to be casting a matchup between Blasting Burros and Team Mapitas. We're just kind of waiting on the teams to get settled right now. Looks like someone went AFK. All right. Looks like we might be getting ready. But yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. This is on the top side of the bracket now, so this is going to be the 8 seed in Blasting Burros versus the 25 seed in Team Mapitas. And it looks like we got the readies, so it looks like we are good to go. Looks like we're just gonna get right into this. Bum 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 bum. Here we go. This is on Infernal Shrines. That is our round of 32 map. On the left-hand side, it is the Blasting Burros. On the right-hand side, it is Team Mapitas. 3 bans. Not much time to talk about it. On Infernal Shrines in particular, there are some, key bans you might be looking for outside of the meta, but I would expect to see bans on perhaps like a Garrosh or a Genji. Very strong heroes. A lot of times, teams also don't want to deal with Jim Raynor and your rail. So those are kind of the top priorities. There are other ones like some people just don't want to straight up deal with a Chromie, for example. Or some people just really hate like a Deckard. Or in this case, a Hammer. Okay. I expected the Uriel ban. I do feel like she is very strong. Hammer is kind of more of a niche pick. She does fit certain team comps really well. Deckard is the ban on the side of Blasting Burros. So Team Mapitas, they do have the opportunity to ban a Garrosh, or they could get rid of Malfurion and really narrow down that support pool. Some of the others I mentioned before, Genji is available, Garrosh is available, Chromie is available, and there's a lot out there now. I'm really glad they introduced the 3 bans though. Really makes you think, Raynor, Jimmy not making it through. Snap pick on the side of Blasting Burros. They're going to pick up Alex Straza, very strong healer on this map. With Deckard gone, Malfurion was available, but Alex Straza here is strong because she can turn into a big old dragon and heal the team up. Snap picks on the side of Team Mapitas. They're going to pick up Dahaka Johanna. Blasting Burros also wasting no time picking up Blaze, and will they be picking up their main tank as well? I'm assuming that's going to be Blaze up against Dahaka in the solo lane. And if it is the main tank, who's going to be? It could be a Diablo, maybe even on the side of Blasting Burros. No, they're going to go with the Muradin. Bans now on the side of Team Mapitas. Yo, Weenus. Thank you much for the bits, man. I appreciate it. I saw the follow earlier. And look at this. You jumped into 2nd place now in our bits leaderboard. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. And welcome again, everyone, for joining. This is Blasting Burros versus Team Mapitas. Genji is the ban on the side of Team Mapitas. I feel that's probably pretty smart. That means Team Mapitas also probably looking for some kind of squishy backline. They don't want to have Dove upon. Bans now for Blasting Burros. They could ban a support, seeing as they have one of their own. Malfurion would likely be the support ban of choice. Instead, they're going to ban Stukov, leaving Malfurion available. Does that mean Team Mapitas just picks it up right now? I would expect them to pick up their support and like an auto attacker. For example, Greymane wouldn't be too terrible here. So I would expect I'd expect the Malfurion and probably a Greymane. Instead, they're going to pick up Hanzo. I mean, it kind of fills that same role. Hanzo's going to be a little bit nicer because he's going to be able to provide vision on those potential rotations on the side of Blasting Burros since they have the Muradin on that side. Picks now. Last picks. It is going to be Vala. No Greymane. A Greymane over the Vala. Interesting because they're going to pair that up with Tassadar. So double support on the side of Blasting Burros. And a fraud.
Go Team Mapitas.
Go Team Mapitas. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. Last picks for Team Mapitas. What are they going to do? They are probably looking for a mage of some kind. Kel'Thas could be not too terrible. I mentioned the Chromie before. That's an option as well. I guess it kind of goes down to how they want to take the map. No, they're going to go for Junkrat. That'll provide them a lot of long-distance pokes, so I'm not opposed to that one either. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get our rosters in here. And what do you, chat, think? Who do you think is the winner of this draft? I always like to ask you guys because, you know, I can only do so much up here. As we get ready for our game. Again, this is a best-of-1 series, so only one match here, or only one map. It is on Infernal Shrines. The next round is also a best-of-1 on one map. That one will be played on the, I believe, Volskaya. Oh god, this is loading fast. Did I get it in time? That's the question. We're going to find out real quick as we get ready for this matchup. On the right-hand side, it is Team Mapitas. Junkrat playing Hollyman, or Hollyman playing Junkrat. Mach on the Malfurion, BNet player in Dahaka. T. Mariu on Johanna, Krug on the Hanzo. And on the left-hand side, in blue, it's Blasting Burros with Michaelin on the Blaze, Zhu playing Alexstrasza, Tiddly He on Murden, Pyromantic on the Tassadar, and Time playing Vala.
3, 2, 1.
Now, I actually had to ask. I was curious to see if his name is actually BNet player or if his name got banned and he had to go to that one. And funnily enough, his original name did get banned, but he's stuck with BNet player for the past year, which I think is hilarious. So good on him or her. Level 1 talents, Globes coming out from Alexstrasza, Tastar going for that Psy infusion. Time on Vala, going for Hot Pursuit. W-Build Hanzo is probably pretty standard at this point. Tiddly jumping over, okay, maybe just perhaps interrupting the rotation in. Dahaka burrowing now to the top. Holloman will be, or I say Holloman, it's Hollamian, isn't it? Hollamian? I love people's names because my name is real terrible. It's just the name of the place I grew up in. Krug is going to be able to use that vision that I mentioned before, which means he has the ability to see those rotations as Tiddly He gets the damage in. Roots were there. Krug very low. Again, it could be Krug or Krugi. You let me know. We do have at least one Team Mapitas fan in the building. Blasting Burros getting aggressive on their opponent's side of the camp, grabbing away their siege camp. How does Team Mapitas respond? It looks like they will be able to go in. Time on Vala is very squishy. Zhu under heavy pressure. However, they're still on the point here. Stun from Tiddly. Vala, oh, they don't get the kill onto Vala, unfortunately. This is still a 5v4. Dahaka burrowing in. Time very low, down to 70 HP. Does BNet player get the kill? It looks like it. No, missed the, I don't know if he missed the auto or what. The Time vaults away. Camp ultimately going over to Team Mapitas. What a crazy back and forth. All over the aggressive invade from Blasting Burros. That was just insane. I don't even know what's happening in this game. So ultimately the camp does go over to Team Mapitas. Objective will be spawning in the bottom lane in about 20 seconds here. Dahaka very low at the top. BNet player, he will get away. As they have the double support Vala in the top pushing in. Level 4 is achieved now on the side of Blasting Burros. Tastar is going to be going for that Kala's Embrace. Will be able to keep Time alive here. W-Build Vala, by the way. Not going to go for the Q. Krug gets the stun in from Tiddly He, but we'll get away just fine. There's a 4v3 though. There was a big push in the top lane here with that double support Vala. Stun going out onto BNet player, looking for Tongue, a little out of range. Krug, oh, Time going in very aggressively, does get the kill on Hanzo. Did they get the counter kill onto Vala? It doesn't look like it. Nice job there, Time on Vala with the aggressive plays. You know, sometimes you just gotta right click, vault, and right click, and you get the job done. A Tongue going out onto Tiddly He. Blaze actually does end up falling there in the mid lane. Tiddly He, no way. Dahaka falls. I believe that was 3 HP left on the side of Tiddly He. Oh, Blaze might be disconnected. Johanna dies here. I don't know if Blaze is coming back or not. He did die in the middle there. Did he DC? Sounds like he's back. As we have potentially, is he gone? He might be back. We'll see. Looks like we're ready to go. I'm gonna wait for the R's, and then I will unpause for you all. Welcome everyone in chat. All right, looks like they're just ready. Looks like they're just ready. Oh no, I did the thing where I hit the button. I hit the wrong button. Forgive me. All right, he is back. As we prepare for the Trine phase, again, that's going to be down in the bottom here. Time on Vala doing a really good job. I mean, as you would expect, for those of you unfamiliar, Time has played on a few different teams, blasting Burros here now, maybe just for fun. And if that, okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe if that is the same Time that I know of. But the double support Vala is working out really well so far for blasting Burros. So what do you do if your team Mapitas? They try to get some picks earlier on the Murden, for example, which is not a bad play by any means, you know. Don't focus the tank, LOL. But for real, like, you want to have to lock down their front line somewhere, and Murden might be the target, especially since they have the follow-up CC. You know, you get a tongue into a root, and you should be able to just lock someone down. Hey, Serenian, thank you for the follow. But this objective, squarely in control of blasting Burros, as Blaze actually has started the camp at the bottom as well. So Arcane Punisher pushing here in the bottom with these Impalers. Blaze, or excuse me, Dahaka meanwhile still pushing in at the top. Punisher going over. Johanna has the Iron Skin, will get away. Tiddly looking for something, doesn't get the stun, unfortunately. Queen Junkrat gets away. This is a big push still at the bottom. You can see that Alexstrasza did use the Dragon Queen. Punisher gets one more leap. And this fort going down very low. Tiddly he gets the jump away. Fort goes down. Meanwhile, at the top, they did have to respond to the Dahaka push. Time and Pyromantic going back. So they got two forts at the, excuse me, two towers at the top, but they lost a fort for it, unfortunately. Now, Alexstrasza going down in the middle. So they nice pick there on the side of Team Mapitas on that rotation there as well. But regardless, blasting Burros, they have themselves basically a one-level lead, and this is a problem for Team Mapitas. Just this pressure. Looks like we might have another DC on the side of blasting Burros, and we have the immediate coming back. All right, looks like they're good. Or he does get away. Tongue is not there. Time gets pushed away. Do they get the kill on Vala? They have the support here. Vala finally does, and I mean, that's the kills that they need. Because they didn't have Alexstrasza here, Tassadar is the only one to keep them alive, and obviously the only way to heal with Tassadar is to be right-clicking. So that's actually a pretty key kill on the side of Team Mapitas. It'll help against the push that they were providing on the side of Blasting Burros. There are your level 10s. They getting the stun on a Junkrat. Will he get away? The trap is there. And we do have the heal coming out from Malfurion. But there are your level 10s. Lifebinder, Avatar. No shield wall, instead going for the Archon, Bunker, and Strafe from Vala. I mean, Archon is just really insane on this map, especially once you get to level 20. You legit just right-click all of the time forever. Level 10s on the side of Mapitas. They do have the Riptire, Tranquility. Not going for the isolation. Tiddly he actually has to use the Avatar here already. They get the stun, and the arrow secures that kill. But yeah, saw the Dragon's Arrow coming out and the Blessed Shield. Kaelin already used the Bunker on the opposite side. They're going to Riptire for this. That is another kill going over Team Mapitas. So now Blasting Burros actually staggering their deaths now in the mid-game here. And with that, Team Mapitas, they'll be able to push down the middle fort, which is really impactful because, again, that's where this objective is. Meanwhile, however, look at this big push coming out on the top side here from Blasting Burros. Gonna secure themselves another fort. And it looks like they're even be able to get out in time. As time is gonna right-click away to Junkrat to death. Vala showing how it's done. In fact, we can take a look at these damage numbers already. Vala at 24k damage. Michaelin looking to get the jump onto Krug. Hanzo gets the jump over the wall. Strafe coming out from Vala. We saw the stun on a time. Does Hanzo get away? Doesn't have another jump available. Unfortunately, Mach used the tranquility away from him. Looks like that is one dead brother. Oh, time. Right, the Q missed, but eventually Hanzo will die. Perhaps a little bit of shaky use of ultimates there on the side of Mapitas. I mean, the positioning-wise, Hanzo was basically dead. There may have been some options to save him, however. Tidley checking this bush, see if they're on the camp. Oh, he jumps in. This should be Mapitas turned immediately on him as he jumps in and uses the avatar. Riptide going out as well. You can see Pyromantic also used. Oh, hold on. Arrow coming up downtown, lands on the 3 members. Do they get a follow-up tongue off of that? Doesn't look like it. Being that player actually popping that, what is it called now? The adaptation. Unfortunately, no one triggered it. Ju is going to use the Dragon Queen as well. And will they be able to back away from this? Michaelin coming in aggressively. Gets a 5-man stun. Dahaka goes down. Johanna goes down. Junkrat goes down. Oh my goodness. That is going to be a 5-man team wipe in favor of Blasting Burros as they just absolutely turn that team fight around. So, with that, Blasting Burros, they're going to take control of this objective. They do have to clean up top eventually. That is a pretty big push up there and a lot of XP. Meanwhile, Blasting Burros, we go ahead and head bottom lane with the double support Vala. Get them keep wall, and that's a lot of XP for them. I mean, keep wall does a lot for you. Johanna trying to make something happen in the bottom lane here. Doesn't have Blessed Shield yet. Team Mapitas does not have level 13 either. But this Punisher is pushing in the middle while the bottom lane is getting heavily pressured. So decisions now for Team Mapitas. There's still a camp against Blasting Burros in the top. But this is a 5-man push bottom lane. Johanna is the only one dealing with the Punisher at this time. Junkrat gonna use the Riptire. Do they have a bunker to save them? Oh no, they're just gonna kill the Riptire. Don't worry about that. Being that player, you saw actually had that pacify on him. Level 13s are now achieved for Team Mapitas. And it looks like Blasting Burros gets away. And I am on a 2-minute delay. But hello, Mr. Bobby Fritos. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hold on. Tidley, okay, he gets away. So, wow, really good job there from Blasting Burros. They get, hold on, Arrow coming out, lands onto 2 members, but they don't have the follow-up. The Blessed Shield is there. I feel like they were just a little too far away. Tidley has the Dwarf Toss away. However, they do get the kill on Navala, and that's a very impactful kill to get because they have that double support. And now Blasting Burros has lost a lot of their damage here. So Team Mapitas, ultimately they save the keep. The fort in the middle is on just a hair of health. But Blasting Burros is on their way to 16. They're going to use the Tassadar shield to keep this fort alive for now. Root's coming down onto Malfurion, or from Malfurion onto Tidley. And they can continue to put pressure on this. Dahaka is at the bottom. Riptire to get the fort? Okay. It looks like eventually this fort will fall if they just poke it away with Junkrat. They're going to keep shielding it up with Tassadar. All right. Fort finally dead. 16s are achieved now for Blasting Burros. Next objective will be in the bottom lane. And that's actually good news for Blasting Burros because they have a fort and a well there. Team Mapitas completely without a fort. And in fact, they keep wall at the bottom. It's got taken down as well. Blasting Burros does take the camp up at the top, which means Team Mapitas will have to eventually answer that. In fact, they should be sending Dahaka up there already. They need to get out of this. This is another 3-man stun from Michaelin. Malfurion goes down immediately. The arrow has to be used as a disengage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. In fact, Krug on Hanzo has to get out of here. Johanna already used the Iron Skin. They get another 2-man stun from Blaze, and that is going to be Johanna falling. Looks like Hanzo will just hearth down at the bottom. The Haka burrowing, but beating that player, he goes down. That is 3 kills. Going over to Blasting Burros. They're going to go ahead and pressure bottom keep here and soften up this lane for the inevitable push. Blaze going to use the bunker. They don't have a minion wave with them quite yet, so they're going to use that for armor and some damage onto the keep wall. Riptire going out for, now that the okay, I was saying, now that the bunker was gone, the Riptire could be impactful, but this keep eventually still falls, and that Riptire goes on that full cooldown. Unfortunately, I won't be able to, it won't be up and available for Team Mapitas on this the shrine defense. So there are your level 16s now for Team Mapitas. 5-man here in the side of Blasting Burros going for potentially their opponent's camp. However, they don't have a talent advantage. This is a little greedy perhaps from them because they do have Junkrat to at least push them off the point. They get the stun on the Junkrat. Meanwhile, Riptire goes out. Unfortunately, does not hit the Johanna. They did force out Tranquility perhaps a little too early. I don't think Tranquility needed to be used there at all. And now, Blasting Burros, I believe, got the better trade out of that because they forced their opponent to use ultimates, and Blasting Burros have all theirs available. And they have positional advantage on this objective. Keep is missing at the bottom. Team Mapitas, they have to make something happen despite being down talents. Unfortunately, I don't know what else they can do other than push out the lanes and then wait for defense. And maybe that was the right call. Being that player already used adaptation, Riptire is here now. Coming down the top side here, they get the 2-man stun from Tiddly He. Zhu, very low on the backside, has to use the life binder onto Tassadar. Time on Vala doing so much work here. They do get the kill onto the Haka. Junkrat falls as well. That is 2 kills going over to Blasting Burros. And will they get away from this one? Time just doing so much work. They get the blinds on the Vala eventually, but the shield is there. Blessed Shield going out, trying to keep Krug alive. As you see, the Pacify from Alexstrasza was there. And Team Mapitas, they escape losing 2 members, but Punisher is here. Bunker use, this might just be game already for Blasting Burros. Mac has to use the Tranquility to save himself. Johanna in the thick of things. I believe that was an arrow from Hanzo as well. Trying to bait the Punisher over to the middle keep, but this, yeah, the Hanzo is dead. And this will be the game. Again, best of 1. This will be the game and the series. Going over to Blasting Burros. GG, well played. So you can take a look at those final damage numbers and statistics. 16 kills to 6. Almost 16 minutes there on Infernal Shrines. The Vala pick, the Vala double support time, putting in so much effort. Obviously, Alexstrasza and Tassadar right behind to back that up. And I don't think that Team Mapitas really answered that as well as perhaps they could have. A lot of sloppy play, I'd say, at the end of the game there on the side of Team Mapitas. I felt like they were in it until at the end, because they got the staggered death timers against Blasting Burros, and then they wasted, I feel, so much time middle lane. They could have done so much more. And then, obviously, we saw what unfolded at the end there. But congratulations to Blasting Burros. They will move on, and let's see what they're going to face. They're going to face the winner of Divine 9 and Guy's Gems, which I believe is happening right now on Professor Bobo's channel. Hey, it's me, my friend ETC. But yeah, congratulations again to Blasting Burros. They will move on. In fact, if we want to, we can pull up the bracket so we can take a look at that for you all, if I can remember where that is. There it is. There is your bracket. It doesn't look like it's been updated. I'll have to make sure that that stays updated. But that they will move on again to go up against Divine 9 and Guy's Gems. I will be back, let's see here, at the top of the next hour. So yeah, in about 40 minutes, I'll be casting the matchup between Run Boys and the winner of Make 7 Up Yours and the blue team, which that probably finished already. Hold on, I need to look now. I feel like that match happened already. It did. So that'll be between Run Boys and the blue team. So we got a lot of time between now and then. Let's see who you guys have available. I'm gonna take a look at the schedule to see who's casting. Let's see here. Baja Boys versus Unicorns United. That one already happened. So Baja Boys, they've never marked the win. I'm so confused by this bracket. I believe they would take on the winner of Roll 1 Esports and their opponent, G Guardian Esports. If you want to take a look at this all, go on to Discord. They have the bracket there as well. But we're gonna take a long break. Like I said, top of the hour. We're gonna keep the stream up. Make sure you get on Discord. We have all the ones available, all the Twitches available. In fact, I'll switch over to that screen. You can take a look at that and see where you can find these maps. But congratulations again to Blasting Burros. They take the win. And yeah, we'll be back. See you then.